So we get to 4 o'clock on your President's Day holiday Monday. Across Colorado, we certainly are seeing plenty of winter conditions. More snow has gotten in the way for many tonight. Our weather impact team issued a weather alert day today. Of course, a lot of people are trying to move on this Monday, and that snow is making it even more difficult for them. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Tom Green.
And I'm Kim Christensen. We know you had an extended holiday weekend, and it's extended even more if you're on the roads. We want to get right to Corey Reppenhagen's forecast in just a few minutes. But first, the big stories we are following right now. Happening right now, the protest at the state capitol that's been going on today is wrapping up. Here's a live look from that area, what's left of the crowd, just a handful of people. Earlier today, hundreds gathered to protest the Trump administration and the executive actions the president has made. It was part of a planned movement that took place nationwide. This is the second protest of its kind this month. The other happened earlier this month after federal agents carried out immigration raids throughout the metro area. We're going to have more on this protest in our next half hour.
There's also breaking international news coming from Toronto, where at least 19 people are known to be hurt after a Delta plane crashed while landing at Toronto's Pearson Airport. Take a live look at the scene now. There you can see the fuselage of that plane upside down. 80 people on board, 76 passengers and 4 crew. It flipped after landing. All the passengers and crew have been accounted for. That flight was making the trip from Minneapolis to Toronto. At least 3 people that we know of were critically injured, including a child who was airlifted to a trauma center in Toronto. And the airport has issued a ground stop for all flights at Pearson International, which is the busiest airport in Canada. Of course, we'll continue to get updates on that throughout the hour. Certainly was busy on the slopes today for President's Day holiday, as expected. Take a look at some of the lift lines at Crested Butte around noon today. They had more than 3 feet of snow this weekend, with more still falling.
Yeah, it's really coming down. President's Day travel on I-70 has just been a nightmare. There have been closures on and off because of the crashes and the intense snow. On the left, you have a live look near Silver Plume, where the traffic is moving slowly, but it's moving. Now on the right is Vail Pass, and you're not seeing anything happen right now. In fact, Colorado Department of Transportation just shared this information recently. They say it is closed eastbound due to multiple slide-offs and crashes. About 20 minutes ago, they talked about blowing snow conditions in Eagle that led to some of these problems. Also, Vail Pass is going to be closed starting at 9 tomorrow because they're going to be doing some avalanche mitigation. So good luck, and perhaps you probably better spend the night if you're in that Vail area if you're trying to get anywhere. Drivers can expect big delays tomorrow as well.
Let's get over to Corey and talk about it, because Corey, all of this was forecast, not only the weather, but also that a lot of people were going to be trying to get home from the mountains on Monday. So it's all been there for people to hopefully budget for and work their way through, but there's more coming.
Exactly. We have another 12 hours or so. It's going to be pretty heavy going overnight. So some of those folks that did plan ahead made it through all right, but unfortunately, there have been some incidents where people have been caught and stuck in traffic for a very, very long time, all through this President's Day weekend. A live look at the radar picture right here. We basically just have the jet stream, the polar jet stream, draped across the entire northern half of Colorado, and we're getting bands of periodic, very heavy snow in the mountains. That'll continue till about sunrise tomorrow. We'll have an opportunity to see some of those bands right here on the Front Range. A big one moving off of the eastern plains right now, but we have not really seen too much action across the Front Range, and not hopeful that we'll see too much, although we will see a few more bands coming up between 8 and 10 tonight. We have winter weather advisories across Wyoming, Nebraska, and Kansas are going to get hit pretty hard by the snow and the cold. Out here towards the mountains, we could get another 10 inches in some spots overnight. So the heavy stuff is not done yet. About sunrise tomorrow, it'll start tapering off. Here's the next few hours here in Denver. These temperatures are just dropping down here quickly to the single digits. Best chance to see one of those bands here would be between 8 and 10 o'clock tonight. That could add a ½ inch of quick snow to wherever that band may form, and I'll talk more about that coming up in the forecast.
Today in Boulder, friends and family gathered to remember the life of a CU student, Megan Trussell. She went missing on Super Bowl Sunday.
On Saturday, nearly a week later, the Boulder County Sheriff's Office reported park rangers found the body of a person matching her description near the Boulder Canyon Trail. And that's where we find 9 News reporter Janelle Finch after speaking with Megan's loved ones.
There are still questions about what happened to Megan Trussell, but there's no question she was loved.
We appreciate you more than you know.
It's hard to believe the girl with the bright blue hair didn't seek out the spotlight.
Megan would just be like, what is the big deal? You know, so this would be pretty crazy for her. It's pretty crazy for us.
So Joe Trussell never knew the center of his world, his daughter Megan, would become the center of attention like this.
It's a terrible thing that's happened, but the best way we can honor her is to get better.
Joe and Megan's mother Vanessa brought family and friends to the Boulder Canyon Trail to remember their daughter's 18 years of life. All she loved.
When we did ski weekends together, Megan would pack 30 stuffed animals in her duffel bag and forget her snow pants.
And all she didn't.
Anytime you need anything, just gotta ask any one of us.
Right on.
Even if you just need like
Yeah.
someone to come sit with you or make you food. I don't know what you like to eat, but honestly,
Not casseroles. Megan hated casseroles.
Her family says Megan had a dark sense of humor from an early age. Her dad says he hopes people still laugh with Megan, even if she's not here.
All these memories we have of Megan, they don't change. Those memories do not change. They're still awesome. They're still funny. It's still Megan.
He says Megan would likely have a joke about the gathering to honor her life and being the center of attention for all the memories of her.
This is a very loving family and very wide open with our love for each other. So there was not a minute of her life, I believe, that she ever doubted how devoted we were to her and how much we loved her.
Over the weekend, the University of Colorado offered drop-in hours through the Office of Victim Assistance, as well as virtual Let's Talk meetings through counseling and psychiatric services. Those resources will be available to students and staff all throughout this week. In Boulder Canyon, Janelle Finch, 9 News.
Just within the last hour, the Boulder County Sheriff's Office said it is still too early to determine a cause of death. They say they're continuing to gather all the relevant facts in the case. Today, right here in Colorado, the U.S. Olympic trials started for curling, a week-long event at the Rock Creek Curling in Lafayette. This is a specific event for the mixed doubles. 8 teams competing to represent Team USA at next year's Winter Olympic Games in Milan and Cortina. Our photojournalist Johnny Kurt was there.
So welcome everyone to the mixed doubles Olympic trials.
So this is the 2-person version of curling that was introduced in the Olympics in 2018.
People are going to see athletes competing for their chance to make their Olympic dreams come true.
You know, there's not much to separate the field, especially the top half of the field. The former Olympians, or 2018 Olympians in this discipline, the Hamiltons, Matt Hamilton and Becca Hamilton. John Schuster, who skipped his 4-person team to the gold medal in 2018, he's in this with Eileen Geving.
You'll see this week with the competitors that are here, everybody's out there having a good time.
Johnny Kurt out there in Lafayette. It's funny because you think of curling, we don't pay any attention to it, and then the Olympics come around.
Yeah, and then everybody says, I want to try that. That doesn't look hard, and they find out it's really hard.
And some of the names you just mentioned, like John Schuster, you know, you get to know their names, like he won a gold medal. It's like, well, you become a curling superstar.
And they're here.
And you don't have to watch it on TV. You can check out the curling trials all week long with tickets available online, again, up there in Lafayette.
Yeah, if it's in your home state, go check it out.
Go take a peek at it.